What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 41 of my Total Warhammer 3 Zhatan the Black Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, Yoba's Stormbreaker was also a Ogre Breaker as he took on Greasus, and the very last settlement, the Valley of the Horns of Goldtooth's Empire, has fallen to him as well. The Goblin Tide superior to that of the Ogres. Now only Baldig remains, and he should just attack Valley of the Horns by himself. In fact, we're just going to leave that right there, so that if he attacks, or if he sieges rather, he cannot do anything. Absolutely beautiful. And now we have several important things this episode. First of all, we are able to use our conclave influence to confederate Mr. Astrogoth Ironhand here. I think we're going to do that next turn, mostly because I just want to I want to capture the Tower of Gorgoth, which we took last time at tier 5, rather than bother waiting for it. I feel like it would be best to do so, especially because it takes so long to upgrade these things, and tier 5 is going to be quite useful to us. One turn won't change matters, and it's not like we haven't fought all the battles that need to be fought this turn anyway, so it should be relatively quick. So, in that light, Gorth, you're going to really quickly go for the tier 5 tower. And we will gain just enough of the conclave influence next turn, so that's beautiful. Next up, Tower of Gorgoth. Do you have... what does this do? Volcanic deposits give us income generated as well as raw material production per turn. So this place will need workload. What does this do? Oh, right. Well, this is also going to be close enough to our battle lines that we will need defenses here, so I guess we'll keep the Fane Barracks, and we'll probably want the Mega Mortar as well. Just lots of Mega Mortars all over this place. We'll build the one here. We are obviously going to go into Masterful Architects as well. We don't necessarily need the ash level here, but on the other hand, we could also keep it. Let's get that volcanic deposit up and running. And out of this stuff, we will obviously take the donation barrel. And ooh, we only have enough room for either the patrol routes or the ziggurat tenements. Granted, though, if we have only one, it's going to have to be the control. I would like to go build the ziggurat tenements here as well, but maybe we can wait a turn or so. Maybe we could delete the ash level out of here. I did want more Infernal Castle and capacity, but we can always build these in one of the factory locations, for example. Although these places will also have defensive structures. And then again, the Demon Stump is very, very far away, and the Gates of Zharr, well, no, the Gates of Zharr will probably need defenses. We'll have to figure this out. We're fortifying the entirety of the Dark Lands ahead of the endgame scenario. Anyway, we'll deal with that as we go, and when we do the other admin. Zhatan, you're going to take the Tower of the Stars real quick. Land and auto and occupy, please. Occupy it as factory. Ah, whoa, how did we get that? Dark Prophet, research rate plus 10. Huh, oh no, it was probably an ancillary pickup from the random ancillary pickups from the tower. I got excited. I thought that for some reason, something Zhatan did awarded us the ancillary, but it's probably not the case. Oh well, Dark Prophet, you're gonna go on this guy, and that's another little bit of extra research. We're at 412. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'd still really like to get every single research thing up to only one turn, but we're certainly getting there. We could go for resource extractors, which would allow us to get arms monopoly in one turn, or we could continue moving towards Architect's Decrees. This will only take one turn. This will probably take two, however. They're both quite useful. I mean, all of this is useful, but you know what? I think Architect's Decrees will be more useful in the short run. Let's see, 300 still? Beautiful. Okay, just had to double check. Also, we got more enemies moving in towards the Tower of the Sun. Let's upgrade that Fane Guardhouse, and we probably don't need the Hobgoblin Bivouacs because we need defenses here. But we'll build up the Sluice Gate, and we'll upgrade you immediately. It's not like we're short on cash right now. And we'll wait on the Demon Smithy depending on whether we have armaments. What is more important is that we summon a defensive lord here, just in case these guys can land. I'm not entirely sure that they can, but superior astrogoth, that's going to be you. Ah, yeah, see? There was a reward. That was probably how we got that Dark Prophet. Damn. Too bad we haven't gotten any more of those. It's turn 80. Oh well, hopefully we get a few more. You have 3 points. You have Searing Doom maxed out, which is what you'll probably be using. You only have the 50 mana, but... well, it's either a Glittering Robe for defending ourselves or another point in Gehenna's Golden Hounds. We do want to get Metal Shifting. You have no access to Unyielding Command yet, though... Aura Leadership may be decent as well. These things, the problem with these spells is that they're all quite expensive compared to just repeatedly casting Searing Doom, which is not super cheap either, but it's much more reliable. And while Gehenna's Golden Hounds could, in theory, kill a lot more with a single cast, maybe it's better not to rely on it. You know what, let's get 1 point in Glittering Robe just in case. And then we'll go Inspiring Presence as well. And the Gobos may need the help. Alrighty, I doubt that these guys can take the place, but, you know, let's not risk it, shall we? Alrighty, so that's Zhatan and that's Astragoth. Scaff. And you've got places to be, and I don't think those places are anywhere near here. We are pretty much done in the Mountains of Morn, which means we're heading to our new battle lines. Lovely. Well, let's have you march or jump. Yeah, definitely jump. Underway up to the Black Fortress, please. Alright, who else? Internal Recruiter Zork. Ah, yes, so the recruitment is going to be interesting in the next few turns. Because as soon as we... As soon as we confederate Astrogoth, our capacities are going to get screwed. But then again, the problem is we can't get new capacities right now anyway. We wouldn't be able to afford. Look at the look at the Chaos Dwarfs, the regular warriors. 24 out of 7. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be building any more of those anytime soon. I'm gonna build an army that's based around them, and just generally units that have big hats, which the Infernal Guard don't, as compared to the regular Chaos Warriors. A hat army, as it were. Yeah, all right, so that's fine. I was gonna do maybe some workshop stuff to unlock some more armaments, but meh. Doesn't seem like it's liable to be a possibility. Anyway, Troop Train, you have to follow Scaff to give him his stuff. And, oh wow, you can't... Really, you can't jump here. Oh, that's disappointing. And you're gonna have to go the slow way, the long way around. Oh man. I guess you're gonna go this way then. Alright, you're gonna go this way and then all of these armies here are gonna meet up together. Also, Gomrandash the Cruelest, that was our new unethical guy, yeah? You just gotta remember to send you up to these armies. Alrighty. Yeah, there's definitely gonna be some army swapping and unit swapping, but we'll get a bunch of new armies to fight all these guys, so I'm still pretty excited for it. Draj, just stay where you are for a turn, heal up, don't get a plague again, and then you can attack Sumpit next turn once you're fully healed. Durgrim Jeg Throng. Do you need to guard the Sentinels against this guy? I doubt it. I think you're fine. I doubt that he can take it, which means you can march this way. Very basic army, but you know, still some units in here that can be traded to other forces. Oh, maybe you should go up here instead. This is where all of our forces are gonna meet then. Alright, away you go. Who's up next? Syndra's, Blackbeard, you have to just sit here because you're Plagueinated, and we don't want you Plagueinating. And Draj, again, Raiders and Nas, you are ready to move. And the question is then, where the heck do we move you? So... I'm kind of tempted to move these guys together, the two Raider armies, so maybe we'll just have you grab the Sea Corps while Raider Magmas here continues recruiting. Magmas, you are going to have the exact same sort of army type here, so let's get you 4 Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders and 4 bows. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll see what else we can get after. Also, I probably should have switched this to recruitment bonuses, but honestly, it doesn't really matter that much. There are only Hobgoblins. And we are still contemptuous of them. You know what, let's just select everything that we need to build here. So this is 4, this is 4. We'll need a few more of the Hobgoblin sneaky gits. Like so, and then... I really have 9 in this army? Yeah, it's quite a few. It's quite a few, but it works. Alright, and then once we get a couple magma cannons in this army, that will be that, and then these two armies will march out together to permanently go raid something, and just give us a permanent influx of labor, essentially. Alrighty, Syndras, we've already checked you. Scaff, Syndrabeard, another Scaff. Who are you? Oh, you're the army that's going to disappear in a little bit. Yeah, you have... Well, there's really nothing for you to do. I guess you could move over here and annoy the... annoy Kugath a little bit. Oh, speaking of Kugath, I guess we could move you down here then. Alright, you know what? Maybe I should have moved this guy down here instead. Alright, let's move these guys down here then. They will attack the Isles here, and then we'll send the other armies down to the Fortress of Vorag, especially since we're not fighting these guys right now, just as soon as they take Mount Silverspear. Okie dokie, that's that. Next up, what do we have here? Tech Thieves. Lots and lots of Tech Thieves. So, you're gonna level up and then you're gonna continue your tech thievery. Let's go for Wound. Let's go for Petrified Forest. Please don't die. You got 12 turns though, so you're still doing pretty good. Clan Destroy Clan Rictus. Iron Curse Icon. I don't know who got that, but you don't need it. No, alright, and I don't know whether that tech thievery succeeded, but at least he didn't die. Alright, new Tech Thieves. Now let's have you move into the mountains towards the regular dwarfs, not only to steal their tech, but also to keep an eye on them. And then you're another tech thief, but I think you can't go for Mount Silverspear. Oh, actually you can. Alright, let's see if you succeed at this then. Let's get you a wound, and let's try it again. Ah, somebody got a Talisman of Preservation, but I didn't see who it was, darn. You have a War Banner. That's fine. Alright, equipment gained. I just want to take this off. Oh, Yobaz has it. You know what? Yobaz can keep that, I think. For now. We might give this to somebody else, like a legendary lord, but we'll have to figure it out. And I don't want to double check them all right now because it'll take too much time, and I'd really rather just confederate. Anyway, the rest of the tech thieves still have to move, but I don't want them all to be in the same place because I want to eyes everywhere in the mountains here. That said, I think you are able to move this way. And then level 1 tech thief. Yeah, you're probably gonna die as soon as you reach somebody. You know what? Try Hinder Replenishment here. Maybe this will keep you leveling a little bit. Oh, man. Yeah, the only reason we're keeping him around is because he is exiled on him. Ugh. Annoying. Alright, Mountains of Morn secured, and that's just fine, and I do believe that was the last of the... No, wow, we have more Tech Thieves. Okay, Tech Thieves, away you go. And then we have another one here. You're actually where you're supposed to be. Alright, steal from Nashrak's lair, I guess. Don't die, please. Failure, but at least this wasn't a critical failure unlike that a level 1 guy. Alright, no, not Hinder Replenishment, but rather Wound. We should probably also start building up increased corruption to all of them to start annoying these territories before our armies arrive. Alright, and was that the last of the Tech Thieves? There were surely a lot of them. Alrighty, and that is indeed it. So, we complete the admin, we end the turn, and then we can fed. Do we want to do labor recon first? Now, let's just do buildings. Alright, Gashka Drak, we'll start with you. Yes to your rail network. This place is almost complete, man. It's so bizarre. It's so bizarre to have just taken these provinces and then they're basically complete earlier than provinces which we've had for ages. Kinda neat though. Alrighty, do that. And I believe, well, we can switch you off in next time. Okie dokie, next up, Black Fortress. We are not going to waste the armaments on you now. And the armaments are meant for the demon smithies. So you are going to build up the overseer's quarters, give more of those levels for us, more money, more demon smiths, more levels, and more castellans, and more money, more everything. Alrighty, is that it in Nobler Country? Am I missing something? Oh, we need to build something else in Flayed Rock. We could go castellan capacity. We don't have factories here, so the incinerator would be useless. We could go for the Temple of Hashut, which would give us more conclave influence, but at this point it might not be super worth our time. You know what, let's just wait on that one. That's probably what I did last time, isn't it? Alrighty, well, ash level here, or ore level, and then we'll get the gold sluice here as well. This place will not need labor, and one more upgrade will mean the place in... Oh, it's already in Billowing Smokestacks. Okay, we'll just leave it at that then. Mountains of Morn, Valley of the Horns, or Valley of Horns. At some point I'm gonna get annoyed and just rename it to Valley of the Horns, because I keep calling it that anyway. Strip Mine, and Money Pit, and Sorcerer Prophet's Tower, and I guess Masterful Architects for now, though I'm sure it'll change. Ivory Road, definitely gonna be something of a... well, I was about to say Cash Cow province, but really a raw materials province, because it's going to have 4 strip mines, which is quite a lot. You can also have public order, and you are most definitely going to need it. Mount Lee, you're up next. More mines for you, and Eastern Colonies, the new place. I might as well upgrade this Altar of Fire. Hopefully we don't lose the place. And let's see, monster pens are available at Pig Barter. I think we just kept this from when we took it, didn't we? We didn't actually necessarily build it, but it's not a bad place to have a military production in general. Between these two places, Black Fortress and Pig Barter, we can basically build everything militarily that we need to. Yeah, fine, just get the monster pens then. Alrighty, Daicheng, yes to the sluice gates, yes to the armament assembly line, and most definitely yes to the gold panners. Alright, that looks good. Yes, alright, just double checking. Weapons workshop for you, Wolflands. You are going to get another Demon Smithy / Altar of Fire, another Ore Level, another Fane Barracks, so that we continue fortifying this area. Plane of Bones, you got both factories which need upgrading, so we shall upgrade them, as well as their defenses. You are also going to need that Graves of the Dragons, but you can't get it yet. Though I am excited about the prospect of more ability uses for Bale Taurus breaths, and those upkeep reductions. We're definitely going to get an army with a decent amount of various Tauruses. Maybe we'll mix that up with the Bull Centaur army, though they do have to go to Astrogoth anyway because he buffs them. Maybe a sort of half and half army. We'll see. What did we want to build here? There's no more purpose in building the defensive structures, and these places are rather close. They are fairly likely to get attacked, but nonetheless, I guess we'll go for armaments. Can't have too many armaments. Like so, we'll prioritize armaments over money at this stage, and let's just keep upgrading these stupid gates. They really need to add something to make the gates of some kind of use. Well, for the Chaos Dwarfs, once they take them. And we might actually use them to start collecting labor, but I mean like a use for their structures. Just make it some kind of minor bonus to something. Oh, this is at 94. Let's take from here and put here. There we go. In fact, while we're here, is there anywhere else that needs to be activated? No, it looks like everybody's collecting labor and doing what they're supposed to be doing. I just gotta double check that nobody's about to rebel. And I think we're still okay. And though the public order is going to become a little bit problematic in a second, as we are going to end the turn. And then we are going to Confederate. Alright, skip. Outpost upgrade is... You know what, I'm just going to upgrade this because it's going to keep annoying me until I do. There we go. Now we're ready. Let's end the turn and let's Confederate. Assuming we don't get attacked somewhere. But we'll Confederate this episode anyway, regardless. Chant, who did you take Syoktraken from? Huh. It wasn't from Wintertooth, was it? They're not at war with Wintertooth, are they? Maybe it was Kislev territory? Oh, we have one of our own armies there as well. Well, I'm already thinking of Astrogoth's armies as our armies. As well I should. Alrighty, Cathay, you are doing nothing. What is this? Destroy unit War Mammoth. That's not going to happen. That is most definitely not going to happen. What is that? Wow, what the heck is this? 4 Chosen, 2 Chaos Knights, 2 Dragon Ogres, and 2 Hell Cannons. Oh my. Huh. This would be a very tough fight. Like a shockingly tough fight, but I'm not really willing to lose a war shrine over this. And the problem is, well, yeah, this is going to be a problematic battle. But you know what? This might be the toughest possible battle that we could get this episode. So let's do this as a precursor to fighting the Aura to Confederating. We're not losing a freaking war shrine, so kill these creatures. Alrighty, close defeat. That's what I like to see, game. That's what I like to see. It's Chosen versus Chaos Warriors. Basic Chaos Warriors, mind you. The stat disparity is massive. The Chaos Knights are also going to be a massive problem. So are the anti-large Dragon Ogres, which are going to come in very handy for our own ringers. I'm excited. Here we go. Alright, somebody is making a long, angry speech, or at least a more, well, maybe not angrier, but at least longer than usual. Anyway, here we go. This should be a fairly interesting fight, especially considering we're facing off against some very elite units. Chosen of any kind are going to absolutely wreck our Chaos Dwarf Warriors, especially as we don't have any red line buffs on them. Still, we should have a pretty interesting time just by virtue of the difficulty of the units. Once again, just like that Cathian battle when we had their Caravan to contend with, the enemy once again has artillery superiority in the form of the 2 Hell Cannons. What's changed since then, however, is the fact that we've acquired a Bale or a Great Taurus for our Overseer here, which means we now have 2 flying units in this army between the Lord and the Black Dragon, and that also means Chaos doesn't have much of a recourse against our flyers. We can simply move around and hit the Hell Cannons while the enemy melee move towards us. We are not going to do the exact same thing with regards to the use of our mobility here, even though, to be fair, Chaos forces are fairly slow, or at least their infantry are fairly slow. The Dragon Ogres and the Chaos Knights heading out ahead of the rest of the forces, maybe not so much. But anyway, we're moving out of the trees now. We did deploy there earlier, mostly because I figured we should probably hide from those Hell Cannons, but the Hell Cannons will be our targets in a few seconds. Alrighty, getting into position here, and the Black Dragon and our Lord have dropped down. Black Dragon going after the Hell Cannon, Lord going after Lord. It is only a level 1 Chaos Lord after all, so hopefully we can bring him down. Though it looks like the enemy will move at least some of its infantry towards us, so that may not be as big of a deal as the enemy might think, mostly because we can summon our Kadai to hold them off while our Black Dragon and Lord continue working on the enemy single targets. Anyway, here come the Knights and the Dragon Ogres. We're going to pop a Wrath of Zharr on them, and we are going to start firing on them with those blunderbusses, while keeping at least a few units to guard the flank A and allow the blunderbusses to fire at the enemy and not our own units. We'll be curious to see how effective said blunderbusses are against Chaos Knights and Dragon Ogres. Alright, there's our own War Shrine working against the enemy, and the Giant coming in as well. We also have our Great Axe Dwarf Warriors moving in from the sides and bringing down some of those Chaos Knights with their axes, together with the help of that Vargulf, which is looking like it's killing 2 Chaos Knights per hit. Ain't too bad. Balance of power is most definitely in our favor, and we did manage to bring down one of the Hell Cannons. They are dead to a crewman. The other one appears to have moved away from the Hell Cannon itself and is just separated from it, which looks like it means it's not going to be able to fire. Otherwise, it looks like the blunderbusses have been wreaking havoc in the enemy's flanks, and the Dragon Ogres and the Knights are in really, really bad shape already. Very nice. And our Chaos Dwarf Warriors are holding. It really would be nice to somehow acquire some artillery for this convoy, though. If only there were a few easier methods of specific unit acquisition. I don't think we've ever actually gotten an event for any of the convoys that gave them any kind of artillery, or at least not that I'm recalling. I'd even take Deathshriek rockets. And just something so that we have the range. Though in this particular case, it's looking like we're not going to need it. The Chaos Knights are pretty much done for, and while they're charging back in, into blunderbuss fire, which means they ain't charging for long, and they're gonna book it on out of there yet again. Alright, very nice. Those ones won't be seen again. The Black Dragon has also arrived together with our Lord, since we don't need to deal with the enemy Hell Cannons, but we can simply overwhelm those Chosen that are still fighting. It is taking quite a bit of time to break the Chosen, even with all of our monstrous units attacking them, and the enemy's monstrous units pretty much gone, but we should be able to work through them over time. It looks like another unit of Dragon Ogres is coming back, as in these were ones that ran away, but here comes our Flyers together with our Man-Eaters with Iron Fists. And those Dragon Ogres are gonna break. There is another unit that is coming back, and they are going to charge our Chaos Dwarf Blunderbusses, unfortunately. Probably a little bit faster than we can react to them. But we'll be countercharging them pretty much immediately as well. I probably should have tried to get a volley off on them instead, but oh well, not a big deal. Their HP is too low to contend with the Dragon or the Man-Eaters. Otherwise, it looks like the balance of power is shifting even further towards our favor, about 80% there by the looks of it. The Chosen have arrived, or at least another unit of Chosen have arrived, but each single Chosen has to fight like 5 or more Chaos Dwarf warriors, and that's with the Giant whacking away at them with his big old club. So, halberds aside, that's probably still not a place they want to be in. And then on the flanks, we still have our Blunderbusses working, knocking out any Chosen that broke. And with that, I do believe... actually, no, they're still fighting. Okay, well, fair enough. They may fight for a little while yet. Here comes a Flame and Shadow coming down on a unit of Chosen, but far enough away from us to prevent us from getting hurt. Gonna have to be a little bit careful with the Man-Eaters, however, unless the Chosen with Halberds rip them apart. But our Lord and our Black Dragon will now be going after the enemy Chaos Lord. It looks like the War Shrine's doing pretty darn decent as well. 42 kills. That's 42 Chosen or Chaos Knights or other elites. That is very, very respectable. And there we go. The Blunderbusses also continue their work. 63 kills as well. Even more respectable. Man, these units are obnoxious. They are really quite obnoxious for how early you can acquire them in the Chaos Dwarf roster. I never remember thinking that Thunderers or Handgunners were this obnoxious. Certainly they can bring stuff down reasonably quickly, but damn, the Blunderbusses are something else. Anyway, with that, the battle will end. They're looking like a few of the Hell Cannon crew still fighting in the middle of this, and I guess we have to reach that last Chaos Dwarf to bring him down with the Chosen. Oh, I was like, wait, where's that shadow coming from? And it was the Giant walking overhead. Huh, is it me or does the Hell Cannon crew Chaos Dwarf look smaller than the Chaos Dwarf warriors? Like, considerably smaller. Am I crazy? Kind of hard to get a... Okay, well, he's dead now. No, he's not dead. He just got staggered. I don't know, maybe they're roughly the same size. Maybe he just doesn't have the bulk because of the lack of armor. Either way, he ain't gonna do much, but that is the battle, and I gotta say, it was pretty enjoyable. Let's see, we certainly did take damage, about 75% damage, or HP remaining on a fair few units. One of our units got down to about half, but it's about model losses much more so than the HP damage, and these guys are still going to be way over 50%, so that should be pretty good. Alrighty, well done everyone. 31 kills on the Vargulf as well, a close victory, and another fun little Caravan fight for us. I really enjoy these. You guys let me know what you think of the Caravan fights. I think we've had some good ones, and I do think that they're a very nice change of pace from the other fights that we get, so... Alrighty, there we go. Another completed Caravan battle. And I just absolutely loving these Caravan fights. The fact that we keep running into forces that are effectively tougher than our forces are, or at the very least more elite than they are, perhaps not as tough in practice, but in theory, and allows us to use units that we don't otherwise currently have possession of, though it would be nice to get Giants from Chaos, and War Mammoths from Norska, and Black Dragons from the Dark Elves, all of which we are trying to some degree, hopefully at some point, befriend. The healing is really not all that much, so I think we'll just once again transport captives. It's a labor thing, and that we have issue with right now. Rite of Awakening performed. Construction cost reduction for troop train. Well, there's probably a corps of engineers on the troop train, so it makes sense that they are... what is... Oh, it's a caravan, okay. It makes sense that they are reducing construction costs. Looks like these guys set up a camp. Well, isn't that cute? Troop train and Yobaz, take them out, please. And then head southward to find and fight some Nurglites. Alright, I just want Goldtooth's faction completely destroyed like so. Alrighty, and 359 labor for that. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'll just take the additional labor, and there we are. With that done, and, ooh, new research. We were going to go for mutual benefits, and then it'll be up to the Architect's decrees right after. Immune to desert attrition, immune to swamp trick. Wow, that is not worth our time. Sacrifices for Zharr Grund. We will never be using that again. Additional Conclave Influence +5 are pretty useless in the late game. I mean, I suppose there could be a situation where we run into the need to build up a tower at tier 5 and we're like 5 points short. The Temple of Hashut building upgrade as well. Yeah, there's some nice stuff there, but the nice stuff that is important to us right now is this, Astrogoth. It is time. Alright, we still have to pay to get the Doom of Hashut here as well. Because it's the only thing not occupied, so we won't have the entire tower until that is done, but for now, at least we will have this. Wait. Okay, I just wanted to see if we could do something that would... Hey, reliability has climbed back up to medium. Oh, that's just swell. I was checking if there was something that he could pay us for, like an alliance, just before we confederated by force. Claim seat. And there it is. With that, Astrogoth's faction joins ours, and we just dropped by 13,000, 14,000 gold per turn. Quite a bit. Convoy completed. Tower of Zharr reward conscriptor. Unit capacity for Chaos Dwarf warriors. That's not going to help us. At least not with what we currently have going on. Alright, so the interesting thing. Where is Astrogoth and what does he have in his army? Oh, bunch of high-level Chaos Dwarf blunderbusses, but his army is pretty basic. Yes! Another Ice-Forged Legion. Too bad we don't have another... Demon's Tongue. That would be fantastic. Oh, we got a couple Bale Tauruses here, more Infernal Guard of various types. These guys have a lot of heroes, which we're going to have to check over as well. There's another army down here. It does have a Demon's Tongue. Wow, we got second copies of the 2 best regiments of renown. I absolutely love it. Would have also been nice to get a copy of Oglakan's Wolf Boys to put yet another super-powered one in our Goblin army, but I think that might be the last army. I'm not seeing any more here. Yeah, there's quite a bit of troops to work through here. We probably don't need all of them, but there are a decent amount that we will want to transfer. Oh, there's a Lamasu here as well. I guess we're gonna have to figure out who to send where. We're also going to have to figure out... Did you really not build iron? Wow, okay. That's a bit of an odd choice in my opinion. What do pastures do for us? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to figure out now. Pastures give us upkeep reduction faction-wide. Wow, why didn't you build that? You're probably gonna have to switch to a factory, ain't you? What does iron do? It's armaments per turn. And we only have one special building here? Yes, and it is the Ancient Inner City, which reduces our upkeep for all Bull Centaur renders. Actually, just out of curiosity, if we take a look at our recruiter, can we recruit anything anymore? 4 out of 3, so we're close to being able to get new Infernal Iron Sworn. Infernal Guard, no. Definitely not on the Dwarf Warriors, definitely not on the Blunderbusses, definitely not on the Centaur renders, at least not for now. But, I don't know, 5 or so turns of armaments would probably get us through it. Infernal Guard aren't that bad. 9 out of 4, we can certainly overcome that. We still have 2 Kadai that we can build, and ooh, I guess we're gonna start with that. I did want to get 2 more Kadai Destroyers for Draj, so that'll make sense. Alrighty, and that'll be something for you to do. In fact, that'll be something for you to do right now. Let's get an increase to Destroyer X2. Wait. 1 second. I just want to see something. Armament cost minus 10% for Kadai units. It's in 2 turns, though. Well, actually, possibly 3 turns. Oh, maybe 2, judging by this. We got armament reduction here. Yeah, we're gonna need to make sure that we get these, but if we're only gonna do 2 right now, it's probably not a big deal that we save 10%. So let's go Destroyer, Destroyer. There we go. Not bad. Ooh, missile resistance plus 15k. Yeah, that's definitely something we're gonna have to get. Let's then immediately start recruiting, and I guess it'll be internal recruiter Zork who does it. 2 Kadai for you, my friend. And then we'll send them southward. I'll probably just gather up all of these troops and then send them south to Zhatan. Also, speaking of Zhatan, and out of curiosity, what are we looking at here? Oh, can you reach any of this? Oh wow, you can reach them, they're dead. Oh wait, actually no, this army is, wait. Can you reach this, I wonder? I can't tell. I can't tell if he can move or not, but this guy's in march stance. This guy might move, let's see. If Zhatan goes here... Yeah, I hope this doesn't screw us over. I want you to go so that you can reach both of them at the same time. I don't know if this is going to be possible, but hopefully. What do you have in your armies, by the way? Is it garbage or is it worth fighting? Some Silveran Guard, the Phoenix. Honestly, this doesn't feel like it's worth fighting. It'll all die long before it reaches our battle lines. I do have to wonder whether we'd be able to auto-resolve it. Give it a try. Yeah, it's low casualties, go figure. It's fine. We've got bigger fish to fry in a lot of other places, and not a bad amount of labor for our efforts. And let's take those transport captives, and Zhatan should heal. No, he shouldn't. Can he go into march stance? Yes, he can, and then he can land and heal. Alrighty. Astrogruel, you leave. You heal up, and then you're gonna head down to Torellosaur, which is now undefended, so the rest of the eastern colonies will be ours. You have another job. So that Zhatan doesn't have to waste his time, we're gonna march stance you out, and we're gonna send you down to find us a nice Kairos. I'm gonna have to go past these guys, but hopefully you can find him in one turn and then delete yourself afterwards. And then after we find Kairos, we'll hopefully ally with him and get access to his units. Then... Oh, huh. How does our artillery... Oh, wait, really? It was already at 16 out of 16, meaning we confederated and we got no new artillery pieces. So Astrogoth did not have a single artillery piece other than the Regiments of Renown in his entire faction. Kind of bizarre. Let's get to you then. 2 more war machines. Oh, it's so expensive. 2 more war machines. 500 per. We're gonna need a lot more armaments. But we knew that. Alrighty, but on the bright side, this does mean we got 2 more magma cannons here, and these 2 raiding armies will be ready to go shortly. You're gonna land here. You're... Oh no, not diplomatic relations with... Huh? We haven't usurped anything. Oh, I guess it counts as we usurped them because we took all their stuff. Yeah, okay. Loot the carcass, auto-resolve it. And take the labor. Alright, come on, materials at sea again, please. It's not gonna happen, but it would be amazing. Let's see. Oh, did we get nothing out of that? Might have gotten nothing out of that. Where's the reward? Oh, it's right here. Treasury and a little bit of bonus. Yeah, really not that much. That's fine. Don't go into this area because it is in storm, but you can just stay here in the Jade Sea and continue to heal up there. Also, just out of curiosity, the main thing, and I know that we've been waiting for this, Astrogoth. First of all, you have both your items. Damn, I was hoping for the... her request, but oh well, not a big deal. Control +1 for all provinces out of the Black Hammer of Hashut. That's quite nice. All characters get a miscast base chance reduction. Oh, that's really nice. I think that means that with this and the research we're getting, that we can actually ignore the miscast reduction and then have all sorcerers take the +20% physical resistance. It's going to be quite a bit more valuable. We're going to swap out your items later, but what we need to see is, again, AI did not take the special stuff, as in his unique line. So we're gonna have to rebuild him. We have the technology. What does we have here? Capacity +2 for all heroes. That's fantastic. And here on Lord Recruit rank, all provinces. Wow. AI, what are you doing, man? And upkeep reduction for Bull Centaur renders. Yeah, this army is gonna be basically all bulls. Bully. And what do you have here? So you love Hellhammers. Me too, man. Me too. And diplomatic relations with a bunch of everybody's. Alright. There's some real good stuff in here. And the AI is an idiot for not getting any of it. Alright, so we are... Huh? Oh, reset characters, because, oh, I got worried. I was clicking the wrong thing and it had me, it freaked me out a little bit. Reset skills. And physical resistance for astrogoth. Okay, you don't need that, and you don't have it, so I must have taken it away from you. Weird. Okay, so, what we need to do is the faction-wide stuff. Where are you, Astrogoth? Let's level you up. At level 36, he's already not bad, and he can have appointed mentor. Basalt Body. Wins a magic power reserve increase and power reserve per turn. Lovely. Master of the Conclave. Well, that's Zhatan somehow, despite not being a magician. Allied recruitment cost reduction, which is swell. We just need to get some allies. Diplomatic relations with various chaotic things. Oh, this includes Ogre Kingdoms. It would be nice to find an Ogre Kingdom ally. Let's see if a Scrag is still alive. Alright, Bull Centaur upgrades, and wow, minus 25% cost of capacity increase reduction on top of the 10% that we get from research. That'll be fantastic. And we should be able to get him a nice Bull Centaur army very quickly. There's that capacity for all heroes, which is nice, and he's going to need to have a bunch of Taruks and Dark Sacrifice for you to upgrade your Hellhammer in the same way that Flames of Asgore is upgraded for Draj. Then, Killing Fire, Kindle Flame. Oh, you have access to both lures. You're a dual caster. Flamestorm and Hellhammer. Oh, wow. Okay, that is real good. Okay, so I guess he doesn't actually need another Demonsmith in his army. I suppose we could go a Lure of Metal to buff up our Centaurs with even more armor in theory, but oh, I like his dual lore. It's very nice. It's got Flaming Sword of Ruin and Ash Storm. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. Alright, well, either way, you're going to need Crushing Charge to buff up those Centaurs. And then you're going to get Ash Storm Flaming Sword, you're going to get Evasion, definitely max out Hellhammer, and Magical Reserves and Earthing, Greater Arcane Conduit, which gives you Spell Mastery. And you gotta have Flamestorm. It's too good. It's too good, we can't not have it. I guess we will want Tyrant for the labor increase, though we could also skip it and go for more buffs here, although it'll probably be a while before he has rank 7 units. Well, either way, let's go Ash Storm and Flaming Sword. Let's think about what we do here later. He'll probably want at least some artillery. Let's get you Survivalist and Hard to Hit at the very least. Speed is 60. Oh, he can book it. He can book it on those mechanical legs. It's funny. And we might even be able to upgrade him with a little bit of extra speed as well, but I'd rather buff the army first and then him later. Let's get Tyrant. And then let's get probably Hellforged Ordnance. Oh, or... You know what? I'm going to think about that. And you guys let me know your thoughts as well, because we could build him out to have artillery in combination with 8,000 centaurs, or not bother with artillery at all, although the trains could at least keep up with them. On the other hand, we could build a bunch of Bale Tauruses and regular Tauruses and put them in to mix with the bull army, and just have all the bulls surrounding Astrogoth, which is kind of a fun idea as well. Yeah, well, we'll have to figure that out. There's also heroes and a bunch of other stuff to do, and his debut battle to try to get going. So we'll have to find somebody to do said debut battle against. And if it isn't a Kislev man, well, we're probably going to declare war on Kislev either way, or they'll declare war on us, so that's probably where we're going to get said debut battle. Alrighty, but unfortunately we're going to have to wait until next time because we're out of time and I'm going to have to call it. Stay tuned for Astrogoth's debut, as well as the destruction of the Blue Roses, and, well, advancement everywhere towards the new front line, and advancement southward as well towards the Poxmakers of Nurgle. They love us, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I just can't say no to taking this entire territory for ourselves. Plus, their plagues are going to be annoying, and I'd rather just not deal with them. We have Khorne. Khorne is our ally, or will be our ally, so we'll deal with him instead, and I'd rather have Skarbrand's... Skarbrand's units sort of mix better with our units than Nurgle units do anyway. And the same with the fiery units of Tzeentch. Not so sure about Slaanesh, but Slaanesh is so far away, it's not a concern of ours. Anyway, I'm rambling, just having a good time. More Zhatan to come, so stay tuned. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.